My name is, that's a long story. One that took 20 years to live. The theme of my story is shame. Even though I know the shame was his, not mine. And even though I know intellectually I have nothing to be ashamed of. How I fell in love with an inmate doing 3 years for a crime he didn't commit, I still don't know. I do know that his jailhouse letters made me feel special and loved and lusted after. Special enough to forgive his outbursts after we were married, because you see he was still adjusting to life on the outside. Special enough to ignore all the red flags when he moved us to a little goat farm way out in the boonies. And when he stopped working and we relied on the meager salary from my job. And when he became suspicious because I didn't want to fulfill his carnal desires 3 or 4 times a day, every day. And when he stayed at home surfing the net for S&M porn while I was working. And when he became so convinced that I was cheating on him that he kept on me and kept on me and kept on me. And when I became so possessed by shame that I finally admitted to him that I was. And then when he started coming to work with me every day. And when he started to help me explain away my increasing number of bumps and bruises and cuts and scrapes. And when he helped me show off my new tattoo, the one that says, whore. And when he helped me write an email to my coworkers explaining how I will never again be known by my childhood nickname, Annie, the name that everyone always called me, that I will now be known by my real name, because you see Annie was a whore and Annie was dead. But it was still not enough to ease his pain. His pain. There was still more I had to do. I had to sacrifice 3 things for my sins, he said to me one day. 3 things. A foot, my face, and a finger. Then and only then could I begin to earn his love again, because then no one else would ever love me. The next day he said to me, stand right there. I did. Don't move. I didn't. As he pounded my foot with a hammer, and the bones cracked, and the tears streamed down, but no cries came out, I wouldn't let them. You still owe me 2. The next day he said, stand right there. I did. Don't move. I didn't. As he pressed a burning hot metal spatula to my cheek, and the burning flesh stunk, and the tears streamed down, but still no cries came out, I would not let them. You still owe me 1. And the next day, only the words. You still owe me 1. And the next day, and the next, and the next, you still owe me 1. Until one day I could take no longer. Until one Jack and Coke filled night, I said, you stand right there. He did. And don't move. He didn't. And I went into our kitchen, and with my right hand I grabbed the biggest knife I could find, and when he came running in, I said, there's your finger, motherfucker! What are you gonna do to me now? And I cried, and I cried, and I cried out loud at last. And it got better for a while. He was so proud of me, how brave I was, how I proved my love to him. But it couldn't last, not with him. And finally, one crazy night, I knew it was my last chance, and I made my escape from him. And they caught him, and they tried him, and they locked him away forever. And now I am trying to make my escape from my shame and from myself as I was with him. I am trying to find the person that I am, the one I was before him and before I died. My name is, it's a long story. you can call me Annie.